have ever faced one another, and the first time for the Tigers in the Dakota Bowl. We're about 14 minutes away from game time as the Harrisburg Tigers take the field on the visitors' sideline. Private Catholic 80s, and the greatest one being where they had president championship. And as we complete the national anthem here at the 39th annual Bob Burns Dakota Bowl, both teams are on the field and we are ready for tonight's starting lineup. Apologize for any technical difficulties you may be seeing online. We're having some connectivity issue here with the Wi-Fi at Howard Woods Stadium, but our tech crew is working hard to make sure that you get the sights and sounds of the game this evening. Harrisburg will be wearing their white uniforms trimmed with maroon numbers and gold outline. The O'Gorman Knights take the field in a home gray with white helmets, trimmed in navy numbers and white. We await our public address announcers for the starting lineups for both teams. The first unit to be announced will be the defensive starters for the Harrisburg Tigers. The first starter is number 78, Michael Woodroska. And another defensive lineman is number 61, Tanner Kippis. At one defensive end, wearing number 46 is Sam Lose. And another linebacker, number 34, wearing jersey number 7, a sophomore. Defensive secondary, number 26, a senior, Peyton Voss. At safety, wearing number 20, also a senior, Nick Sharato. At one corner, a junior, number 4, is Cole Tigan. And rounding out the starting lineup at the other corner for the Tigers, number 3, a senior, Jackson Garnes. And the starting lineup for the O'Gorman Knights: on the offensive line, number 52, Kenley Lamberty. Also on the offensive line for the Knights, a junior, number 53, Jackson Thompson. A third member of the offensive line, number 56, a senior, Drake Schaefer. At O-tackle, number 51, a senior, Carson Vitzi. And rounding out the offensive line for the Knights, another senior, number 55, Jack Schneider. At one wide receiver, number 12, a junior, Canyon Bauer. At another wide receiver, number 7, a senior, Penn Johnson. At another wide receiver, number 18 for the Knights, Caden Jones. And at running back, number 15, a senior, Iman Legacy. At another running back, number 5 for the Knights, a senior, Riley Catton. And starting at quarterback, number 9, a senior, Isaac Struck. The starting lineups complete for both teams. We will have the captains at midfield for the official coin flip to start the 39th annual Bob Burns Dakota Bowl. Early in the morning, will receive right away Jack 10, Jai Rowert. So we are ready to get this Dakota Bowl underway. Off the foot of Palco, the ball is popped up shallow, taken by number 38 for the Tigers, Ryan Meyer. Meyer takes the ball up near the 40-yard line, where he's brought down by number 34 for the O'Gorman Knights, Joe Larson. Number 34, George Schwabach, also in on that last tackle. So Meyer takes the ball over the 40-yard line, where the Tigers will start first down and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Flag thrown. The referee is indicating an illegal shift on the Tigers. That penalty has been declined. That will bring up fourth down and 16 for the Tigers. So a slow start for the Tigers offensively, which was something we saw against Pierre as well. After that slow start last week, though, the Tigers were able to get things rolling offensively and on special teams to score 25 points before the half. Number 27, Logan Warzeka, lines up in punt formation for the Tigers. The punt is away and down the right sideline, where number 21 for the O'Gorman Knights fields the ball, Nick Billion. Billion did look like he was possibly going to hand that ball off, but thought better of it and got upfield, where he was tackled at the O'Gorman 30-yard line. The O'Gorman Knights will also come out in a trips formation with a lone receiver to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback Isaac Struck in the backfield with number 15, Iman Legacy. A handoff up the middle to Legacy. He runs into a host of Tigers, led by number 35, Cade Brigham, and number 27, Logan Warzeka. A short gain on the play brings up second down and a long 9 yards. Head coach Jason Poppinga giving the plays on the sideline. The O'Gorman Knights come out in a spread formation with slot receivers to the top and the bottom. 9 Iman. A little bit of contact up the right sideline between number 3, Jackson Garnes for the Tigers playing corner. No penalty called on the play. Brings up third down and a long 9 for the O'Gorman Knights. Three receiver set with a handoff to number 12, Canyon Bauer around the right side. He'll be taken down by number 46, Sam Lose, short of the line to gain. A good gain of 5 on the play for Bauer, but leaving fourth down and a long 6 yards to go. A lot of substitutions for both sides, indicating there will be a punt formation by the O'Gorman Knights. A few late entries by O'Gorman as they make that decision. Back deep for the Tigers is number 7, Jack Rayburn, and number 10, Jai Rowert. A high end-over-end kick. Hits at about the 32-yard line and will roll 10 yards towards the Tigers' goal line, where they will start 1st and 10, the ball marked at their own 22-yard line. We'll see how the second set of downs for the Tigers here goes. The Tigers come out in a 3-receiver set with a slot receivers to the bottom of your screen and a tight end.
46 for Harrisburg. Lose, first name.
He's 36.
Thank you.
Few roster problems here. We have Sam Lose listed in the program as number 36. He's actually wearing number 46 on the field. Incomplete pass on first down for the Tigers brings up a 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen and Jack Anderson, the lone running back in the backfield. Ball is handed off. Anderson goes over the right side and is very near a 1st down on a good run off the Tigers' right side. A good surge on that side of the ball by number 76, Jacob Larson, and number 68, Sean Enns. Enough for the 1st down for the Tigers. They will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Jack Rayburn in motion. The ball is faked and handed off to Anderson up the middle. Anderson is able to get a good gain up the middle after they fake the ball to Jack Rayburn as he went in jet motion across the formation. The Tigers are a very up-tempo team, as you can see. They do not huddle. Coach Brandon White is calling the plays from the sideline as the players are in motion. This time the ball is pitched underneath to number 46, Sam Lose. Lose sheds a tackle inside and will again be very close to a 1st down for the Tigers. Depending on the spot from here, it looks like they will be given enough for a 1st down. And our referee is indicating that Lose was able to stretch it out over the 42-yard line, giving Harrisburg a new set of downs. So the Tigers picking up 2 1st downs here in their 2nd drive. Now will be a tight bunch formation. Anderson off the left side shakes a tackle and is brought down by a group of O'Gorman Knights. Another good gain on 1st down for Jack Anderson. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Knights was number 50, Aiden Thomas, a junior defensive end. The Tigers will come up to the line with trips to the top of your screen and a tight end to our bottom. Headley fakes the handoff and throws complete to number 7, Jack Rayburn. A good play action fake there opened up that pocket on the left side, and Rayburn was actually able to sit down. Another 1st down for the Tigers on this impressive 2nd drive leads the O'Gorman Knights to call their 1st timeout of the game. We will take a short break and be back with you after this timeout. right, give me voice.
I still have.
And welcome back to the 39th annual Bob Burns Dakota Bowl here at Howard Wood Field. We welcome you back to action as the Tigers picked up a first down on their last play and will come out with 4 wideouts. Number 10, Jai Roard in motion, but the play is stopped. A flag thrown at the top of the field. The first indication is a false start against the Tigers. Five yards will be marked off against the Tigers, bringing up first down and 10. Those early possession penalties are very difficult to overcome sometimes. As the Tigers will come up in the same formation. Again, Jai Roart comes in motion. Ball is fake handed off, and Headley keeps it over the left side. He's down the sideline, inside the 20-yard line where he's pushed out at the Harrisburg 22-yard line. A 28-yard scamper for Headley around the left side makes up for the 5-yard penalty, and the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 22. Jack Anderson joins Headley in the backfield now with a 3-receiver set. Headley again over the left side following Anderson. Anderson a little upset with himself for maybe missing a little bit of a block, but it looked like he got just enough of the defender for Headley to get almost 9 yards on first down, opening up the playbook for Coach White. Headley signaling to his wideouts on the right side, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Anderson over the right side. Anderson hit in the backfield by number 7, Penn Johnson for the O'Gorman Knights, but is able to keep the legs turning and pushes the ball out over the first down marker. The Tigers have the ball outside the 10. First down and 10 yards to go. An impressive second possession here for the Tigers as they are marching down the field. This drive started at their own 22-yard line, and they have driven all the way down to the O'Gorman Knight 11. Headley checks the sideline for the play and switches Jack Anderson to the other side of the formation. He takes the snap. Headley fakes the ball to Anderson and then takes the ball up the middle himself. A short gain for Headley on the play. Coming up for the tackle for the Knights, number 32, Evan Whittree. A very short gain for the Tigers on that play. Brings up second down and 9. Jai Roart comes in motion. Headley again fakes the ball to him and goes around the left side where he's met by number 3, Trez Jones. Jones is able to wrestle Headley to the ground. Number 4, John Benstock also helped push Headley. No gain for Headley on the play. Brings up third down and 9. Headley drops back to pass. Has Anderson in the end zone. No signal yet. It is a touchdown. Jack Anderson comes out of the backfield, and the O'Gorman Knights did not cover him up. Headley's able to find him at the goal line. And so the first strike of the Dakota Bowl is the Harrisburg Tigers with an 11-yard touchdown pass from number 12, Hunter Headley, to number 30, Jack Anderson. Number 24, John White, lines up to kick the extra point out of the hold from number 15, Troy Connect. The long snapper for the Tigers is Max Anderson. The kick is up and good. So with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the Dakota Bowl, your Harrisburg Tigers lead the O'Gorman Knights 7-0. We'll take a short break here as the gentlemen come back downfield to set up for the kickoff. Thank you. We are back to live action here at the Dakota Bowl. The Tigers, number 24, John White, set to kick off. Deep return men for the O'Gorman Knights, number 3, Trace Jones, and number 15, Iman Legacy. White approaches the ball. A low line drive kick fielded at the 8-yard line. A little bit of room up this left sideline. Caught and brought down by a host of Tigers is number 15, Iman Legacy. So a good return from the 8-yard line up out over the 30 has the O'Gorman Knights starting their second drive of the evening. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The Tigers set up in their 4-4 defense with 2 safeties line up against O'Gorman's 4-receiver set. Struck back to pass, sees a man over the middle. Ball is tipped up in the air and falls incomplete. Intended for number 12, Canyon Bauer. Ball was thrown a little bit behind and was then tipped up in the air, very close to an interception for the Tigers. That incomplete pass from Struck brings up 2nd down and 10 for the O'Gorman Knights on their second possession of the first quarter. Assistant coach David Doan calls the defense for the Tigers. He has signaled in against O'Gorman another 4 spread, a blitz off the top side, and it gets home. Number 7, Jack Rayburn, came off the left side and made Struck step up. Struck stepped up into the arms for the Tigers of number 76. Jacob Larson records a sack. So Coach Doan bringing some pressure off the top side, causes Struck to step up, and Jacob Larson records the first sack of the evening for the Tigers. That sack is a loss of 6 yards, making it 3rd down and 16 for O'Gorman. Struck again back to pass, looks to set up the screen on the right side, sniffed out by Logan Warzeka, the middle linebacker for the Tigers. He did have some blockers out there. The pass was caught by Trace Jones, but number 27, Logan Warzeka, was there doing his job, shadowing the running back, and brings him down for a very short gain. So with the good play by Warzeka, the Tigers hold on 3rd down, bringing up 4th and 15 for the O'Gorman Knights. A late run on for O'Gorman in their punt formation. Number 14, Connor Palfko kicks the ball. It's fielded by number 10, Jai Rowert. He's got room on the right side, and he's taken down. Rowert brings the ball out over the 50-yard line. A good return to set up the Tigers on the O'Gorman side of the field. I believe that was the punter, Connor Palfko, that came up with the tackle. So a good return by Jai Rowert sets the Tigers up with good field position for their 3rd possession of this first quarter. The ball will be set at the 33.5-yard line of the O'Gorman Knights. The Tigers come out. A little bit of confusion on their early formation. They move Jack Rayburn from the slot on the right side to the slot on the left. It's a screen pass to number 7, Jack Rayburn underneath. He is caught quickly by number 11 for the Knights, Noah Reeves. Reeves wasn't able to come up with the tackle, but slowed Rayburn down enough for his teammates to finish the tackle. Rayburn gains a long 1 yard line, long 1 yard on the play, bringing up 2nd down and a long 8. Anderson now in the eye behind Headley. He will get the handoff up the middle, caught from behind by number 4, John Binstock. Binstock able to grab a hold of Anderson as he runs by, but again, Anderson turning those legs is able to pull forward. They are marking the ball at the the Knight 28-yard line. That will bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Anderson runs off the field. Harrisburg has a no-back set. A late flag thrown on the play. Thrown by the middle official. Most times that would indicate holding on the Tigers as he threw it into the offensive line, and that is the signal. So the O'Gorman Knights will have a choice. The ball was incomplete, so it would be 4th down and about 5 yards, or they can accept the 10-yard spot penalty, but that would give the Tigers another opportunity to gain the first down. We'll have to see what Jason and Shannon Poppinga come up with. The O'Gorman Knights have decided to decline the penalty, bringing up 4th down and 5 for the Tigers. Would be a very long field goal for the Tigers at this point, and it doesn't do much good to punt. So Coach Brandon White will take a chance here and go for it on 4th down and 5. The Tigers are now set with 5 seconds left on the 30-second clock. Headley with some time, scrambles to the left. Now he comes back to the right side. Throws it deep. And the ball is knocked down. Out of bounds. Headley doing a good job with his feet to buy some time in the backfield, but none of the Tiger receivers were able to uncover. So with the incomplete pass, the O'Gorman Knights will take over possession of the football. They'll start 1st and 10 in their 3rd possession of the game at their own 28-yard line. Another good drive by the Tigers set up by Jai Rowert's punt return, but no points. Once again, Jack Rayburn's brought off the left side. Pass is complete to number 7, Penn Johnson. Johnson was the lone receiver to the bottom side, and the Tigers gave him a little room. He was able to run a short slant pattern, and Struck is able to hit him. Johnson again is the lone receiver to the bottom side. A toss to number 15, Iman Legacy, as he goes around the right side. Legacy is wrapped up by the corner. Number 3, Jackson Garnes, and is finished with a good hit by number 27, Logan Warzeka. The officials have called timeout in our meeting. They have signaled a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the O'Gorman Knights. We'll wait to hear from our referee the description of what happened. It was a gain of 1 on the toss to number 15, Iman Legacy. But again, the two officials discussing at the 45-yard line the extent of this penalty. I didn't see any extracurricular hit. Could have possibly been something one of the O'Gorman Knights said to the official or to the Tigers. Whatever the reason, 15 yards is assessed against the O'Gorman Knights for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Very costly penalty. They would have had 2nd down and 8. Now they're looking at 2nd down and 23. Since it was a dead ball foul, they also lose the down. The ball is juggled and dropped by number 7, Penn Johnson. A good timing route to the outside thrown by Struck. Hit him right in the numbers, but he was not able to bring the ball in. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 23 for the Knights. We'll see what Coach Jason Poppinga has in store for 3rd and very long. I'm sure the Tigers will be playing conservative defense as to not give up the 1st down at 23 yards. The ball is kept up the middle, and he is wrapped up right away by number 76, Jacob Larson, and number 27, Logan Warzeka. So Paprika chooses to be conservative with that third down play and hands the ball off up the middle. A short gain on the play brings up 4th and 22 for the Knights as they line up in punt formation. Number 9, Isaac Struck, is set to do the kicking. Jai Roert and Jack Rayburn are back deep for the Tigers. A deep kick is fielded at the 35-yard line by Jai Roert. He jukes to the right to the center of the field and is met by a group of Knights led by number 23, Andrew Poado. So Roert does a good job of fielding the ball and makes his way to the middle of the field. Not a lot of yards gained, but the Tigers will start 1st and 10 at their own 35.5-yard line. With just over a minute to go in this first quarter, the Tigers will come out in a 3-receiver set. Sam Lose playing the wingback. The ball is tipped by number 5, Riley Catton, at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. So Headley once again with the play action pass and looks to throw out to that left flat. But Catton did a good job of getting his right hand up and knocking the ball down. The incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. The Tigers will go no one in the backfield except Headley, and they'll bring Jai Roert. Roert gets the fake jet, Headley up the middle, pushes the ball out over the 45-yard line and looks to have enough for the first down. The Knights having to respect Roert as he comes across the formation in that jet sweep. Allowed Headley a seam up the middle, and he's able to gain 11 yards, giving the Tigers, they moved the ball back after the spot, and the Tigers are a few inches short. So they'll come up on 3rd and inches and hand the ball off inside to number 27, Logan Warzeka. Warzeka with a good stiff arm and is still on his feet and is knocked forward by Headley. The quarterback coming to the aid of his running back and helping him push forward. So an inside trap play to number 27, Logan Warzeka, pushes the ball into Knights territory where the Tigers have the ball 1st down and 10 at the Knights 47-yard line. Coach Brandon White and assistant coach Tyler Muth signaling in the plays. Headley goes over to Jack Rayburn to discuss. Rayburn gets the ball on the right side, cuts underneath a block by Sam Lose. And it looks like he's able to gain 6 yards on the play. The ball was moved back 1, so we'll give him a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers. And with time running out here in the first quarter, it looks like Coach Brandon White is just going to let the clock run. We will take a short break here for the end of the first quarter and be back with second quarter action from the Bob Burns Dakota Bowl. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second quarter here. The Tigers have possession and have just moved over into O'Gorman Knights territory, and will start the second quarter, 2nd down and 6 from the 42.5-yard line. Looks like an equipment problem for number 51 for the Knights, Carson Ventness, and he'll be replaced by number 72, Luke McNeely. With both teams set to go, the referees put the ball in play. The Tigers will have trip receivers to the top of the screen with Jack Anderson in the backfield. Anderson receives the ball off the right side. Good surge block there by number 55 for the Tigers, McCoy Iverson, who plays center. Anderson is 1.5 yards short of the first down marker. This will bring up 3rd down and a long one for the Tigers. As we expected, this matchup has been a very good one so far. Both defenses have played well, a few mental mistakes by both teams, and the Tigers able to get the ball in the end zone first. The ball is faked to Jai Rowert and given to Jack Anderson, number 30, off the left side. Met down low by number 21 for the Knights, Nick Billion. Nick and his teammates are able to drive Anderson back for no gain, bringing up 4th down and 2. The Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball and hand off to number 30, Jack Anderson. He's off the left side, breaks a tackle and pushes the ball down near the 26-yard line. So the Tigers get to the line of scrimmage quickly and snap the ball. May have caught the O'Gorman Knights a little bit off guard there as they were able to get a seam off the left tackle. And Anderson takes the ball for an important 1st down. Picking that 1st down up on 4th down will continue the Tigers' drive here in the second quarter. Coach Brandon White and Tyler Muth signal in the plays, and the Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to the top and 1 to the bottom. Anderson, the lone setback, leads the ball up for Headley. Headley finds a seam, a good block by Anderson on the outside linebacker, and Headley pushes the ball over the 20-yard line, and the ball will be spotted at the O'Gorman Knights 19-yard line. So a pickup of 7 for Headley with a good lead block from his running back brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. Headley rolls out to the right side, throws deep to the end zone for Rowert, and the ball is just a little out of his reach. The ball falling incomplete for Rowert right there at the goal line. It was a good throw by Headley. Led him just a little too far, but he missed outside, so there was no chance for the O'Gorman Knights to intercept the ball. The Tigers make a few substitutions. Number 30, Jack Anderson, comes off the field, and number 7, Jack Rayburn, takes his spot. The Tigers will have slot left and right with Headley alone in the backfield. Sam Lose is at the wing position. Jai Rowert in motion. Fake jet again to Headley, and he's taken down. Caught on the play by number 32 for the Knights, Evan Whitry. Two yards short of the 1st down brings up 4th down and 2 for the Tigers. Tiger substitution brings in a little heavier backfield. Jack Anderson and the Tigers go under center for the play with an offset line to the right. Headley rolls out. The ball is caught. A great catch on the sideline by number 20, Nick Shirato. The ball may have been intended for Sam Lose, but Shirato is able to tightrope on the sideline and keep 1 foot in. Unlike the NFL where you have to have both feet in, Shirato is able to get 1 foot in and has the ball 1st and 5. Jack Anderson running his feet, and it looks like he's in for the 6-pointer. So after the great catch by Shirato, number 30, Jack Anderson is able to take the ball right up the middle and score the second touchdown for the Tigers. Again, the long snapper for the Tigers is Max Anderson out of the hold of number 15, Troy Connect. Number 24, John White lines up to attempt the point after. Snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up and good. So with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, the Tigers extend their lead over the O'Gorman Knights, 14-0, as they come back downfield for the kickoff. We'll take a short break and be ready for the Knights' first possession of the second quarter. We welcome you back to the second quarter action here at the Bob Burns Dakota Bowl. The Tigers take an early lead on the Knights, 14-0, and are set to kick off. Number 24, John White, to do the kicking duties for the Tigers. Back deep for the Knights. Number 3, Trace Jones, and number 15, Iman Legacy. White approaches the ball. It's a end-over-end kick to be fielded at the 8-yard line by number 15, Iman Legacy. He heads up the right hash and is taken down. For the Tigers, on the stop is number 18, Nick Walter. So a good return for Legacy, pushing the ball up near the 30-yard line, where the Knights will start their first drive of the second quarter, first down and 10. The ball is kept by number 9, the quarterback, Isaac Struck. After the fake handoff, Struck will take the ball up the middle, where he'll be tackled by number 65 for the Tigers, Sam Dietert. Also in on the tackle is number 46, Sam Lose. A very short gain on that will bring up second down and a long 9 for the for the Knights. The Knights will bring trip receivers down to the bottom of your screen with a single receiver up top. Struck in the shotgun in the backfield, will drop back to pass. Sees his man, lets it go deep down the right sideline. The ball is caught by number 12, Kenyon Bauer. The Knights had 2 receivers in the same spot. Bauer out of the slot is able to catch the ball, being covered by number 4, Cole Tigan. So a nice catch by Bauer as he turned around, went up and took the ball at the high point. A big gain for the Knights as they will have first and 10 at the Tiger 24. Struck again. This time he does hand the ball off to Iman. Iman tries to go around the outside, shakes the tackle, makes a good move to get past Warzeka. Legacy is out over the 20-yard line. Gain of 8. Bring up second down and 2. So a good answer for the Knights here. After the Tiger touchdown, they have the long pass play and now a good run play to bring up second down and short. Three receivers for the Knights. A quick pass out to the flats here. Number 2 catches the ball on the sideline. It is up. Number 2 for the Knights is Max Tibbetts. Tibbetts catches the quick wide receiver screen and gets a good block from a teammate. He takes the ball up the right sideline and is down at the 1-yard line. So first and goal for the O'Gorman Knights. Ball is handed off to number 12, Kenyon Bauer, and Bauer takes the ball off the left side and is in for O'Gorman's first touchdown of the evening. So the Knights answer the Tigers' second touchdown, and with 7 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second quarter, O'Gorman lines up for the point after attempt. The kicking duties by number 14, Connor Palfko. Number 23 in for the place kicking, Andrew Pojado. Andrew's extra point is good, as O'Gorman has cut the lead in half. The Tigers leading by 7, 14-0. Coach Brandon White talking to the head official. It looked like the O'Gorman Knights had a late player run off the field before that touchdown run. I did not see if he was in the huddle, which would have been a penalty, and that's what Coach White may have been asking for. In the high school game, if you have 12 men when you break the huddle, that is a procedure penalty. However, a penalty was not thrown on that play. Number 14 for the Knights, Connor Palfko, tees the ball up on the right hash, deep for the Tigers. Number 10, Jai Roert, and number 7, Jack Rayburn. Palfko's ready to kick. The referee has blown the ball live, and we are ready for the Tigers' possession. The ball is popped up in the middle. Catching it on a knee is number 5, Alan Charlene. And with Charlene's knee down, he will be marked right where he caught the ball. 1st and 10 Tigers, starting at their own 25-yard line. The Tigers break the huddle on the sideline. They'll bring a 3-receiver set with a slot to the top and a single receiver to the bottom, with Warzeka playing tight end. Ball is handed off to Jack Anderson off the right side. Tackle on the play by number 32 for the Knights, Evan Whitney. A gain of 2 on the play by Jack Anderson will bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Tigers will flop the formation here and bring the slot receivers down to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the top. Headley takes the shotgun snap. Jack Anderson is wrapped up in the backfield but shakes the tackle. Good second effort by Anderson. Pushes the ball out over the 30-yard line. Penalty flag thrown in the pile near the tackle. The initial signal is a face mask assessed against the O'Gorman Knights. Face mask is called on number 72, Luke McNeely. A 5-yard face mask will put the ball over the line to gain and give the Tigers a fresh set of downs. The Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. The Tigers now have trips receivers down to the bottom of your screen. Headley in the shotgun formation with Jack Anderson running the option. And Anderson is brought down right after the pitch. Tackle on the play by Penn Johnson for the Knights. A great open field tackle on Anderson. Got hit just as he caught the pitch and didn't have a lot of time to make a move. A loss of 4 on the play brings up 1st down and 14. Anderson goes off the field. The Tigers come out with slots left and right with Headley alone in the backfield. Jai Roert comes. Headley throws over the middle, and it's too high for number 20, Nick Shirato. Shirato had run a good inside route and was open. Headley overthrew the ball just a little too much. Flag on the play indicated an illegal receiver downfield on the Tigers. One of the linemen got a little overzealous, or someone who was covered up. The refs looking to the O'Gorman sidelines to see whether they'll accept the illegal man downfield. One of the Tiger linemen too far down the field on the throw, with the pass falling incomplete. O'Gorman elects to decline the penalty, bringing up 3rd down and long for Harrisburg. Timeout called by the Tigers as Brandon White wants to talk it over with his troops. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with the 3rd and long for the Tigers. And welcome back here. Set the scene. The Tigers 3rd down and long at their end of the field. O'Gorman looking to possibly build a little momentum here as they've scored their first touchdown of the game. Headley throws the ball to the right side. Ball is caught by number 20, Nick Sherrato. Sherrato is taking down right away and is well short of the 1st down, bringing up a decision for Coach Brandon White. A good pickup by Sherrato on the play, but the Tigers had 3rd and very long on that situation. 4th down and 7, and the Tigers set up in punt formation with number 27, Logan Warzeka. Back deep for the Knights, number 21, Nick Billion, and number 3, Trace Jones. A high end-over-end kick is let bounce. Now Jones fields the ball. Early whistles. It looks as though Jones may have signaled for a fair catch. Now the refs will throw that flag as he signaled for the fair catch and then attempted to move the ball up the field. Technically considered a delay of game penalty. Once the fair catch is signaled, the play is dead and cannot be run up the field. The ball will be moved back 5 yards, so the Knights will start 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Handoff up the middle to number 15, Iman Legacy. A very short gain on the play. In on the tackle for the Tigers, number 61, Tanner Kippis, and number 27, Logan Warzeka. Tigers have been very tough up the middle there. The O'Gorman Knights' big explosive play was a long pass to the right side of the field on a nice catch by Canyon Bauer. The short gain brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. A crossing pattern is caught. A good touch pass by number 9, Isaac Struck. It's caught by number 3, Trace Jones. Logan Warzeka on the tackle for the Tigers. A pickup of 6 yards on the play will bring up 3rd down and 4 for the O'Gorman Knights. The O'Gorman Knights will have trips to the top of your screen once again with their lone receiver at the bottom. Struck is back to pass. He dumps the ball out to number 15, Iman Legacy. Legacy takes the ball out over the 40 where he's taken down by number 3, Jackson Garnes, and number 27, Logan Warzeka. Very similar to the play the Tigers scored their first touchdown on, with the back leaking out of the backfield, and the Tigers did not have anyone out in the flats to cover it. A quick rally by Garnes and a good tackle, but not before Legacy is able to secure the first down for the Knights. Back to pass again. Once again, we see the swing pass out to number 15, Legacy, and he's able to go around the left side. Forced out of bounds at the last second by number 4, Cole Tigan. So once again, both teams having trouble covering that running back coming out of the backfield. Back-to-back plays by the Knights. And number 61, Tanner Kippis, comes up limping for the Tigers as he's helped off the field by Coach Chase Hurt and the Tiger trainer from Orthopedic Institute, Kyle Wiebesek. 1st and 10 O'Gorman as they are into Tiger territory. Ball is handed off to number 15, Legacy, and he takes the ball over the right side, stretches near the 35-yard line. Tackle on the play, number 35, Cade Brueggemann, and number 12, Hunter Headley, the starting quarterback, is in at linebacker. The Tigers playing athletes on both sides of the ball, something that you don't often see here at this level. But they've decided at times they're going to have their best athletes on both sides of the football. Struck pulls the ball and throws the ball deep for Bauer, who's behind the Tiger defense, and the ball is just off his fingertips. A great throw by Struck is just a little too far for Bauer, who had stretched the Tiger defense and got behind our safety. So on second medium, the O'Gorman Knights go for the home run and almost hit it. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 7 for O'Gorman as they line up at the 35-yard line of the Tigers. A square out to number 21, Jack Billion, and the pass is complete. A good timing pattern between Struck and Billion. Takes the ball down to the 19-yard line, where O'Gorman will have the ball 1st down and 10. Just under 2.5 minutes here as the O'Gorman Knights threatening to score. The ball is handed off to number 15, Legacy. He shakes a tackle in the backfield, spins to the left, and is taken down by number 27, Logan Warzeka, and number 20, Nick Shirato. So Legacy is caught in the backfield and does a nice job spinning off to his left, taking what would have been no gain out to a gain of 2.5. Bringing up 2nd down and a long 7 for O'Gorman. Trips receivers to the right side. Struck his back. Cox throws. A deep ball is knocked down at the last second by Tiger defender number 2, Brooks Fuller. So a nice play by Fuller to knock the ball down at the last second and not interfere with the O'Gorman Knight receiver. Bauer, again, was the intended receiver. If you remember earlier in the game, Bauer had the nice catch out of the slot to set up the O'Gorman Knight first touchdown and almost had the deep ball on the last pass. Struck fakes the ball, throws it out to number 15, Legacy. Legacy is down near the 11-yard line. So a run-pass option for the O'Gorman Knights. Brings up a 4th down and a long 3. O'Gorman has the option of a field goal here, but looks like they are lining up to go for the ball. Go for the 1st down. A power formation from the Knights with 3 running backs in the backfield, still out of the gun. And they look to throw. They lob the ball up to number 2. And he's declared out of bounds. The 2 referees got together, and their decision was that the receiver did not come down in the back corner of the end zone, turning the ball over to the Tigers with 44 seconds left on the clock. So with 44 seconds left in the first half, the Tigers will bring their offense on the field. A very close call down in the end zone. Ruled incomplete as the receiver was out of bounds. So the Tigers take over. Headley off the left side with a good block from Jack Anderson, and a late flag is thrown by the side judge. The initial signal is holding against the Tigers. Waiting to see what the O'Gorman coaches decide. Headley had gained about 5 yards on the play, so as expected, they will accept the 10-yard penalty. As it is a spot foul, it is not quite 2nd and 20, but will be 1st down and 15 at the 6-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 30, Jack Anderson, off the right side. Anderson is able to get a couple. And with the clock running, it looks as though the Tigers are satisfied to let the clock run out and go into halftime leading 14-7. Both teams have 2 timeouts left, but neither seems to be willing to take. And the clock will hit 3 zeros. As the players run to the locker room at halftime, your Harrisburg Tigers have the lead at the Bob Burns Dakota Bowl over the O'Gorman Knights. Harrisburg 14, O'Gorman 7. We will take an extended break here for halftime, and we'll be back with some stats and some thoughts on the first half action. And welcome back to Howard Woods Stadium. We had a nice performance by the O'Gorman Band. And then off to our left here, we had an impressive fireworks display put on by the Bob Burns Dakota Bowl Committee. A few fireworks on the field also as the Tigers lead the O'Gorman Knights 14-7. Here are some of your halftime stats. The leading rushers for both teams for Harrisburg, Hunter Headley, has 8 attempts for 57 yards, and Jack Anderson, 14 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. For the O'Gorman Knights, Ivan Legacy has 7 carries for 21 yards. In the air, Hunter Headley is 12 attempts, 5 complete for 35 yards. And for O'Gorman, Isaac Struck has attempted 14, completing 8 for 129 yards. Nick Sherrato is the leading receiver for the Tigers with 2 catches for 21 yards. Jack Anderson does have the 1 catch for the touchdown. For the O'Gorman Knights, Ivan Legacy has 3 receptions for 31 yards, and Kenyon Bauer has the lone reception, the long one of the half, for 46 yards. So a very even contest with the Tigers leading 14-7. The Tigers have 124 yards on the ground to the Knights 23, but in contrast, the Tigers only have 35 yards running, 35 yards through the air, while the Knights have 129. So a very even game on the scoreboard and on the stat sheet. Total offense for the Tigers, 159 yards, 152 for the O'Gorman Knights. A key to that first half, no turnovers for either team. A summary of the scoring. The Tigers struck first with Hunter Headley throwing to Jack Anderson with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter. That gave the Tigers a 7-0 lead after John White added the extra point. The Tigers would once again get on the scoreboard to lead 14-0 with Jack Anderson rushing touchdown with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left. John White's kick was good once again, and the Tigers led 14-0. The Knights would answer back quickly with less than 2 minutes. Evan Whitry carried the ball into the end zone for the Knights. The extra point by Andrew Pajado was good, bringing us to our current score of 14-7 for the Tigers. The Tigers did receive the opening kickoff, so to start the second half, the O'Gorman Knights will receive the opening kick. We're waiting for the lights to come back on here at Howard Woods Stadium, and then we will be back with the second half of action. All right, we're back after some illumination problems here at Howard Wood Field. A few problems with the stadium lights coming back on after the fireworks show. Looks like they're starting to warm up. We'll end with a few defensive stats here. Leading tacklers for the Tigers, Logan Warzeka with 8, Cade Bruggeman with 4, and Jack Rayburn and Cole Tigan with 2. For the Knights, Zach Norton leads with 7, Evan Whitney with 6, Jack Negelhaus at 6, and Trace Jones with 5. So we are just about ready to kick off the second half here again. Jack Anderson getting into the end zone twice for the Tigers, once through the air and once on the ground to give them 14 points. The Knights were able to answer with Evan Whitney's lone touchdown carry to give them their 7 points. So that sets the stage for a second half that would be very important to both teams. The O'Gorman Knights will start with the ball. To do the kicking for the Tigers, number 24, John White. Back deep for the Knights will be number 3, Trace Jones, and number 15, Amar Legacy. So quite extended halftime here at Howard Wood Field as it's past 8:30 as we get the second half kicked off. The lights seem just about at full strength.
Really? Right there. We're probably still not at full strength. We'll probably still have to adjust, but.
It'd be a really cool shot if someone.
Everyone in the screen heard
The referees are still delaying the start until the lights are at full power. Explaining to the Tiger players. Now the football comes from the sideline and John White will be able to tee up the ball to start the second half of play. Again, as a reminder, this is the first time that the Tigers and the Knights have competed against each other in football, and also the first time then for the Tigers to play in the Dakota Bowl. A good first half, and we look forward to the same thing in the second. As White approaches the ball, a deep end-over-end kick, caught at the 12-yard line, taken back to the middle of the field. Tripped up as he went over the 15-yard line was number 3, Trace Jones. Tackle on the play was by number 18 for the Tigers, Nick Walter. And so the Knights will start the second half with the ball at their 18-yard line deep in their own territory. Once again, a 3-receiver set for the O'Gorman Knights with quarterback Isaac Struck in the shotgun. Fake handoff on the jet and a dive up the middle to number 15, Imar Legacy. Tackle on the play by number 27, Logan Warzeka, and number 35, Cade Bruggeman. A short gain on the play by Legacy brings up second down and a long 9 for the Knights. Once again, a 3-receiver set. Struck fakes, has the ball just over the outstretched arms. Once again, an O'Gorman Knight, this time number 5, Riley Catton, gets behind the Tiger defense, and the ball just off his fingertips. The incomplete pass brings up third down and 10 for O'Gorman, still deep in their own territory. O'Gorman breaks the huddle with trips to the bottom of the screen. And number 12, Canyon Bauer, breaks up the seam. It's a foot race between him and Bauer is in for the long touchdown. So out of the slot, Canyon Bauer with an 81-yard touchdown reception to bring the O'Gorman Knights within 1 point. I couldn't see the mix-up from the Tigers, but it looked like both outside defenders went with the deep receiver and left Bauer wide open as he went up the seam. Number 23, Andrew Pajado, lined up for the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with a quick strike, the O'Gorman Knights have tied the Dakota Bowl at 14-14. The Knights come back downfield to set up their kickoff. Let's see how the Tigers can respond. O'Gorman coming out of halftime very quickly with a quick strike. The Tigers had stopped them on their first 2 plays to very short gains, but then again, Bauer up the seam. A quick throw and catch, but a long touchdown result. The Tigers set up their kick return. Deep for the Tigers, number 5, Alan Sharling, and I believe number 10, Jai Rowert, to do the kicking duties for O'Gorman. Number 14, Connor Pavko. The ball is whistled in play. Pavko approaches, and it's a short kick once again, fielded by the upback, number 7, Jack Rayburn. Rayburn around the left side, over the 40-yard line and near the 43 for the Tigers. So the Tigers take their 2 normal return men and put them into blocking positions as O'Gorman has been kicking short off the tee all night long. And it pays off for the Tigers as Rayburn, their regular returner, gets the short kick and takes the ball out over the 40-yard line. So the Tigers start with good field position on their first possession. The Tigers will start with trip receivers to the bottom of your screen, and Jack Anderson in the backfield with Headley. Headley takes the ball, hands off to Anderson over the left side. Anderson tackled by number 4, John Burstock. A gain of 3 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 7 yards for the Tigers. Headley again in the shotgun formation. Drops back. Throws deep. Ball well overthrown. The incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Pass was intended for number 6, Isaac Brower. Looks like we may have a penalty on the play. Pass interference called on the O'Gorman Knights, number 3. There must have been some contact. I did not see a flag, but they have called pass interference on O'Gorman. 15-yard penalty brings up 1st and 10. Tigers hand the ball off to number 30, Jack Anderson. He keeps his legs moving and is able to get the ball out over the 35-yard line of the O'Gorman Knights. So a good effort again by Anderson. Does a great job of keeping those legs turning, often giving him extra yards after contact. Jack Anderson will leave the field, and Jack Rayburn, number 7, will come on and take a spot in the slot to the bottom of your screen. So no backs in the backfield with Headley. Jai Rowert in motion. The ball is handed off to Rowert. Rowert will try the right side, and he's caught from behind. Number 11 for the O'Gorman Knights, Noah Reeves, able to chase down Rowert before he can get around the corner. Rowert will lose a yard or two on that play, bringing up 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers. So the Tigers are able to move into O'Gorman territory, but are facing a 3rd down and long. Anderson will line up behind Headley. Headley will now move him over to the right side. Looks like a mix-up for the Tigers, but Jack Anderson is deep, and he catches the ball from Headley, and the Tigers score a touchdown. So it looked like the Tigers were a little bit confused. That may have caused some problems for the O'Gorman Knights as they lost Jack Anderson, as once again, both teams having trouble covering running backs as they come out of the backfield. Headley was able to scramble on the play, buying some time for Anderson to get loose down the sideline. The Tigers regain the lead 20-14 with John White lining up for the point after. The snap, kick, and hold are good, but the kick is wide left. So with 8 minutes and 57 seconds, the Tigers answer the O'Gorman Knights touchdown with a touchdown of their own. The missed extra point leaves the Tigers leading by 6 as they come back downfield for the kickoff. Just as halftime had a fireworks show, the second half starts off with 2 touchdowns, each on the first possession for the Knights and for the Tigers. Maybe some halftime adjustments, some things the coaches saw on the field that they were able to take advantage of. Now let's see if the defenses can come up with some plays. Once again for the Tigers, number 24, John White, is set to kick off. Deep for the Knights, Iman Legacy, and number 3, Trace Jones. White marks off his steps for the ball. The ball is ready for play. White kicks deep down the right sideline. The ball is taken on one hop by Iman Legacy. Legacy shakes a tackle near the 15 and is able to dive out over the 20-yard line. Tripped up on the play by Tiger number 53, Elliott Buchanan. So as O'Gorman looks to start their second possession of the second half, they'll once again start deep in their end zone just outside the 20-yard line. Ball is snapped back. The handoff to Iman Legacy. He breaks a tackle on the right side and is able to get 15 yards on the first carry. So another explosive run by number 15, Iman Legacy. Tackle on the play by number 4 for the Tigers, Cole Tigan. So it's been the offenses that have come out alive after halftime. O'Gorman with the big strike to Bauer, and then the Tigers with the answer, a long pass of their own to Jack Anderson. O'Gorman will switch to trips, and then motion number 3, Trace Jones back as he takes the jet sweep around the right side. The Tigers able to stack him up after a gain of 6. There is a penalty on the play. The initial indication is holding against the Knights. The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the hold will bring up first down and 16 yards for the O'Gorman Knights as the ball is just short of their own 30-yard line. O'Gorman once again in slot left and right. A 4-receiver set. Fake handoff and thrown out to number 2. Max Tibbetts, but a good open field tackle for the Tigers by number 26, Peyton Voss. So a very quick throw out to the wide receiver, but Voss able to wrap up his legs and bring him down after a short gain. 2 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 14 for the O'Gorman Knights. Same formation with slots left and right for O'Gorman. Single set with Struck in the shotgun. Struck back to pass, throws out to the flats. Complete, but once again wrapped up quickly by the Tigers' number 3, Jackson Garnes. Number 27, Logan Warzeka over to clean up after Garnes was able to wrap him up at the ankles. So another quick pass to an outside receiver by the Knights. But once again, the Tiger corner able to grab a hold of their ankles and bring them down for a very short gain. Another 2-yard pass play for the O'Gorman Knights brings up third down and 12. Now O'Gorman will start with trips to the bottom and a single receiver to the top. Pass play deep over the middle to Bauer. A lot of contact by both players, and it looks like they're going to call number 4, Cole Tigan, for pass interference. Pass interference, not a spot foul in high school, but a 15-yard penalty. But as it was third down and 12, the 15 yards is enough for an O'Gorman Knight first down just shy of the 50-yard line. Handoff to number 15, Ivan Legacy, up the middle. His second effort pushes the ball over the 50-yard line and into Tiger territory. A good second surge by Legacy up the middle. It's a gain of 4 yards, bringing up second down and 6 for the O'Gorman Knights. O'Gorman will stay with the 2-back set. Struck once again deep. And the O'Gorman Knights have answered back. Play action pass got over the top of the Tigers. And so with just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter, the Patriots line up to take their first lead of the ball game. To kick the extra point, number 23, Andrew Pujado. And the kick is good. And O'Gorman has their first lead of the Dakota Bowl, 21-20 over the Harrisburg Tigers. The first lead for the O'Gorman Knights over the Harrisburg Tigers. We've seen a lot of scoring through the air here in the third quarter. O'Gorman Knights with 2 long strikes and Harrisburg with 1 to Jack Anderson down the right sideline.
There's not a flag on the play. Whoops.
Number 14, Connor Palko, is set to kick off once again for the O'Gorman Knights. The Tigers have once again inverted their returners and moved them up to the 20-yard line and put the 2 blocking backs back to the 10. Alkovic is set to kick. And the kick is high. And is taken by number 10, Jai Rowert. Rowert around to the right side and is caught from behind at the 25-yard line. Tackle on the play for O'Gorman by number 45, Jordan Rentschler. So the Tigers will start 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line, now trailing for the first time in the game, 21-20. Harrisburg will start in a slot left formation with Jack Anderson in the backfield. Anderson takes the ball off the left side, cuts back to the middle, and pushes the ball up near the 30-yard line. Tackle on the play by number 4 for the Knights, John Binstock. A gain of 4 on the play for Anderson will bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Tigers will shift formation to double slot Jai Rowert, number 10, coming across the formation. Headley fakes the handoff to Rowert and is tripped up by a blocker on the ground, and the O'Gorman Knights swarm. Headley's feet got wrapped up on the ground with one of his blockers, and O'Gorman is able to take advantage. A loss of 1 on the play brings up 3rd down and a long 6 for the Tigers. The Tigers will go trips left with Jack Anderson, the lone setback, with Headley in the backfield. Headley almost able to escape, but is brought down for a sack by number 44, Jack Nigelhaus, a senior linebacker for O'Gorman. So a big loss on the sack for the Tigers, pushes the ball back to their 20-yard line, where the Tigers will set up in a punt formation. Number 27, Logan Warzeka, back to do the punting. Back deep, Trace Jones for the Knights. A punt over to the sideline for Warzeka. The ball rolls dead near the 45-yard line. So O'Gorman will start with excellent field position in the half. O'Gorman already 2 touchdowns in this 3rd quarter to take the lead, both on long passes from quarterback Isaac Struck. The Knights quickly out of the huddle. They'll send slot receivers to the left with the single to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. And we had a flinch on the line. A false start on the O'Gorman Knights to start this 3rd possession of the 3rd quarter. The Knights come out in the same formation with slot left. Struck hands the ball to number 15, Hyman, who breaks through. Fumble on the play. A good hit by number 3, Jackson Garnes, jars the ball from Legacy. But O'Gorman is able to fall on the ball. Fumble recovery on the play. Number 1, Caden Hackman, a sophomore wide receiver, in the right place at the right time to recover that fumble by Legacy. Struck fakes the handoff and runs up the middle himself. Tackle on the play by number 46, Sam Lose. But not before Struck is able to get 4 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 6. O'Gorman in and out of the huddle very quickly now, sticking with this 2-back set. The ball is handed off to number 15, Legacy, and he's able to slash over the right side and pick up another first down for the O'Gorman Knights. The O'Gorman offense really rolling right now through the air and on the ground. The Tigers will need to figure out this new formation. It seems O'Gorman's second back in the backfield has been causing them some run-stopping problems. Fake to Legacy. The ball is thrown deep into great coverage by number 26, Peyton Voss. Voss actually better positioned than the receiver on that play. Almost came up with the interception. So after some success on the ground, O'Gorman goes with the play action pass. Peyton Voss not fooled and in great position on the coverage. The Knights will come out in that slot formation again. Struck hands the ball off to number 15, Legacy. This time he's wrapped up by number 27, Logan Warzeka. Warzeka will hold Legacy to a short gain. Legacy's run will be just shy of the 30-yard line. Short gain of 1 on the play will bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Knights. Big play for the Tiger defense here to make a stop and gain some of that momentum back to their side of the ball. Struck throws deep. Incomplete. There was a little bit of contact over on the sideline, but it looked like number 1, Caden Hackman, lost his footing and fell down on the sideline. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 9. A big stand for the Tigers to get the ball back into their offense's hand and slow down this O'Gorman offense. The Knights break the huddle, this time with slots left and right. Legacy, the lone setback. The ball is handed off. It's a reverse to number 12, Canyon Bauer. Bauer has the right side and is upended at the 15-yard line. The ball may have come out. The ball may have come out. No signal from the official yet. There is no fumble on the play. They're marking Bauer down at the 14-yard line. So a jet reverse called by Jason Poppinga and the O'Gorman Knights on 4th and 9 will get them a first down inside the 15-yard line. Fake pass, and Struck goes straight up the middle and is able to fall backwards into the end zone for another touchdown for the O'Gorman Knights. 3 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter for O'Gorman has them out to a 7-point lead with 1 minute and 28 seconds to go. That last play, a quarterback draw by number 9, Isaac Struck, for a 14-yard touchdown run. Number 23, Andrew Pajado, lines up for the point after attempt. Pajado's kick is up and good, giving O'Gorman a 28-20 lead over the Harrisburg Tigers with 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. A big offensive explosion here by the Knights, as they only had 7 points in the first half, but have now put 21 points up in the 3rd quarter. Number 14, Connor Palvko set to kick off for O'Gorman. This time deep for the Tigers is number 10, Jai Roert, and number 7, Jack Rayburn. The Tigers make a quick change right before the ball is set in play. Palkovic approaches the ball, and he kicks it short. Picked up at the 3-yard line by the Tigers. And the Knights will stuff them deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. So the ball hitting the ground right in front of the Tiger receiver. Took a quick hop and rolled inside the 5-yard line. So the Tigers will start just outside their 5-yard line with 1:22 left in the third quarter. Harrisburg will need to answer on this drive to gain some of that momentum back. Coach White probably on the sideline thinking of what play he's going to run if the Tigers get in the end zone to make up for a point. The Tigers will go deep as well. Ball is caught out over the 40-yard line. A double move there by number 2, Brooks Fuller. So the Tigers get out of the shadow of their end zone. A big pass play called by Coach White and a double move on the outside by Brooks Fuller gets him behind number 3, Trace Jones, and Headley put it right on him. Hand off to number 30, Jack Anderson on the play. Flag thrown in the backfield. Illegal shift called against Harrisburg. Very short gain on the play. O'Gorman will accept the 5-yard penalty, moving the ball back to the 37-yard line. The Tigers will have first down over again from that spot. Headley back to pass. Breaks a tackle on the right side and has to step out of bounds. Stepping out of bounds, ball will be marked. At the line of scrimmage. Loss of 5 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Tigers. So a penalty and then a sack puts the Tigers back at 2nd down. Anderson a toss over the right side. He's tripped up by number 4, John Berkstock on the play. Also in on the tackle, number 5, Riley Catton. Loss of 1 on the play brings up 3rd down and 21. So the Tigers go in the wrong direction after the big play. Long pass play from Headley to number 2, Brooks Fuller. Headley will roll to his left. He has time. He sets up, throws deep, and the ball is caught by number 20, Nick Shirato. So 2 deep pass plays for the Tigers. Shirato catches the ball in front of number 12, Canyon Bauer. Both teams going to the air attack here in the second half. Nick Shirato, coming from his wide receiver spot on the left side of that formation, is able to get behind O'Gorman's defense. And at the end of the third quarter, the O'Gorman Knights lead the Harrisburg Tigers 28-20. So we start the fourth quarter with the Tigers driving down the field. An explosion of offense here in that third quarter. Both teams sitting around 160 yards of offense at halftime are now well over 300 for the O'Gorman Knights at 368 and the Tigers at 269. Headley carries the ball down to the 20-yard line on the first play for the Tigers. Pickup of 7 brings up second down and 3. Tigers in a very similar formation to the Knights with a slot to the right with 2 backs in the backfield. Anderson gets the handoff and is immediately swarmed. Tackled by number 7 for the O'Gorman Knights, Penn Johnson. No gain on the play will bring up third down and 3. The Tigers will bring in a heavy package, bringing in an extra offensive lineman and Logan Warzeka, the starting middle linebacker, to put in the backfield. Anderson handoff over the left side. Pushes the ball inside the 15-yard line. So interesting call there by Coach Brandon White, who puts the heavy team in, overloads the right side of the offensive line, and then hands off a counter play to Anderson. Very effective. Possibly caught O'Gorman cheating to that heavy side of the play, and Anderson able to counter back and get the first down. Trips to the bottom of the screen here as Headley takes the shotgun snap. Ball is handed off to number 30, Jack Anderson. Slips the tackle inside the 5-yard line, and Anderson with a good run over the right side. Pushes the ball well inside the 5-yard line. First, mark short of the first down, second and inches. See if Coach White here is content to keep the ball on the ground and keep running it right at the O'Gorman Knights, or if he'll use the second and short. Ball is kept on the ground. Anderson immediately brought down by number 11, Noah Reeves. So Anderson hit at the ankles as soon as he catches the ball. No gain on the play. Brings up they did say it was a first down on the last play, so this is second down and goal at the 4-yard line. Ball is taken up the middle. Just shy of the goal line are the Tigers. Hunter Headley takes the ball right down to the goal line where the officials say he was down just before he crossed. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Heavy package once again for the Tigers. Headley keeps the ball, pushes it into the end zone. No signal yet. Top official says touchdown. So Hunter Headley with the quarterback sneak brings the Tigers within 2 points. So a good answered drive by the Tigers. A lot on the ground by Anderson, again aided in the air by Headley to Sherrado and Headley to Fuller. Tigers line up for the 2-point conversion. Headley will take the snap, roll to the right, throw to the back corner of the end zone. Pass interference called on the O'Gorman Knights. The Tigers ran a combination route to the corner of the end zone where the O'Gorman Knight defender had no choice and ran into the receiver. The ball will be moved half the distance to the goal line where the Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion again. Again, the Tigers bring in their heavy package with that extra offensive lineman and middle linebacker Logan Warzeka in at fullback. Ball is kept by Headley. No good. And so the O'Gorman Knights keep their 2-point lead as the Tigers miss the 2-point conversion. Once again, though, a good answer by the Tigers as the O'Gorman Knights had all the momentum in their favor after scoring 3 times in the third quarter. Now it will be up to the Tiger defense to slow down this O'Gorman Knight surge. Just over 9 minutes left to play here at the Bob Burns Dakota Bowl, and we have a good one. The O'Gorman Knights lead the Harrisburg Tigers by 2 points as the Tigers are set to kick off. Number 24, John White, set to do the kicking for the Tigers. Deep for the Knights is number 3, Trace Jones, and number 15, Iman Legacy. So the Tigers will need a defensive stop here to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to take the lead back. White approaches the ball. Ball is down to the 10-yard line where it's taken by Trace Jones. Trace Jones up the middle and is brought down by number 19 for the Tigers, Drew Kraus. A good return out over the 30, out near the 35-yard line. Ball will be marked at the 33.5, where O'Gorman will start their first drive of the fourth quarter. O'Gorman staying with the 2-back set, slot to the right. Ball is faked, handed off up the middle, caught by number 5 for the O'Gorman Knights, and he's shoestring tackle by number 20, Nick Shirato. So a great play action pass by Struck, fake to Legacy up the middle, and then was able to find number 5, Riley Catton, out of the slot. Catton nearly took that one to the house as well if it wasn't for a shoestring tackle by Nick Shirato for the Tigers. Ball is tossed to number 15, Iman Legacy. Legacy around the right side, stays in bounds, and is hit hard by number 27, Logan Warzeka. So Legacy on the carry, knocked out of bounds by Logan Warzeka. We do have an O'Gorman Knight down on the field. By the stretching the trainers are doing, it looks like we may have a cramp. This is only the second game of the season, and I'm sure some of these young men aren't quite in game shape. Also, at times, playing on these turf fields can be a little warmer than the regular grass field and can lead to a little bit more dehydration and to cramps. So O'Gorman Knights now marching their way back down the field. After that run by Legacy, it will be 2nd down and 4 for O'Gorman. The ball will be on the Tigers' 23-yard line. Did not see the number of the player for the Knights who went down, but it looks like he is back. Looks like number 5, Riley Catton, the gentleman who just caught that long pass, is now off the field. Jet handoff to number 3, Trace Jones around the left side. Jones is marked down inside the Tiger 20. Tackle by Warzeka on the play, but not before Trace Jones is able to pick up another first down for the O'Gorman Knights. O'Gorman threatening once again inside the Tigers 20. Handoff inside. Number 15, Iman Legacy. Tackle on the play by Warzeka. And number 34, 35, Now we have a Tiger down on the field. Once again, it looks like the Harrisburg player also has a leg cramp. Trainer Kyle Wiebesek on the field helping stretch out that calf muscle. Player on the ground is number 76 for the Tigers, Jacob Larson. Larson is back on his feet and looks like he's going to be able to walk off under his own power. We hope you're all enjoying a great game here from Howard Wood Field as we're inside 9 minutes to go in the game with a 2-point game between the Harrisburg Tigers and the O'Gorman Knights. Legacy tries it again up the middle but is turned back by number 20, Nick Shirato, number 27, Logan Warzeka. Very short gain, if any, on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 6. And we have another Tiger slow to get up and limp to the sideline. Number 65, Sam Dietert, in for the Tigers on the front line. As O'Gorman will come up, 3rd and 6. Same play run. Play action pass to the slot receiver, number 5, Riley Catton, is a touchdown for the O'Gorman Knights. O'Gorman has seemed to find a weak spot in the Tiger defense. Those linebackers coming up hard on that run fake leave the middle of the field wide open for Catton as he comes out of the slot receiver. Number 23, Andrew Pajado, set to kick for the O'Gorman Knights. The kick is up and is good. So with 7:37 left in the 4th quarter, O'Gorman takes a 9-point lead on the Harrisburg Tigers, 35-26. Welcome back to Howard Wood Field here in Sioux Falls, site of this year's 39th annual Bob Burns Dakota Bowl. We've had a good game so far. I hope you've been enjoying this contest between the O'Gorman Knights and the Harrisburg Tigers. O'Gorman, just taking their first lead in the 3rd quarter, have now extended that lead to 35-26 as number 14, Connor Pelko, is set to kick off to the Tigers. The Tigers do have number 7, Jack Rayburn, and number 10, Jai Rowert, deep to receive the kick. The kick is short, rolling at the 20, will be taken by Rowert. Rowert off to the right side, stretches the ball to the far hash and then is tackled. Rowert will be tackled just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle on the play for the Knights by number 25, Alexander Kaulichik. So the Tigers start 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Headley in the shotgun formation with Jack Anderson in the backfield. Slot receivers to the left. Chains seem to be set now, and the ball is ready for play. Anderson will lead Headley off the right side. Headley takes the ball, pushes it up near the first down marker. Ball will be spotted at the Tigers' 33-yard line. Pickup of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 1 for Harrisburg. Tigers will stay in that same formation with slot receivers to the left. Sam Lose at the wing back. Inadvertent snap. It didn't look like Headley was ready. He was barking out signals to his left. The center mistook that for the snap count and snapped the ball back to Headley, who was not looking. The Tigers very fortunate to fall on that ball. So the mishandled snap will move the Tigers back to 3rd down and 4 from their own 30-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 30, Jack Anderson. Anderson met right at the line of scrimmage by number 32 for the O'Gorman Knights, Evan Whitney. So the inadvertent snap hurts the Tigers. They line up with number 27, Logan Warzeka, back in punt formation. Deep for the Knights is number 3, Trace Jones. A wobbly kick by Warzeka takes a backwards bounce. The Tigers quick to jump on it. Number 19 for the Tigers, Cade Boyer. So the Harrisburg defense has been unable to stop the O'Gorman Knights here in the second half. O'Gorman came out of the locker room with only 7 points and has reeled off 28 here in the middle of the 4th quarter. Harrisburg will need a stop. High snap fielded by Struck. Hands off to Legacy. Legacy brings it around the right side. Hands the ball off to number 12, Canyon Bauer. Don't know that the coaching staff is real excited about that play, but as Legacy was wrapped up, he handed the ball backwards to Canyon Bauer, who took it up the right sideline. Bauer forced out of bounds right near the first down play. Fairly dangerous, and that's probably why the coaching staff was after him, but ends up gaining the Knights quite a few yards. Legacy around the left side, wrapped up, shakes the tackle, and fumbles the football. Second time that the Knights have put the ball on the turf this half, but once again, very fortunate to have one of their players fall on the ball. Great hustle on the play by number 5, Riley Catton, to recover that fumble. The Knights make some offensive substitutions here. Bringing in their heavy package here for 3rd down and 1. The Knights will have 3 backs in the backfield for this play. Catton takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 4, John Binstock. And Binstock takes the ball around the left side. Gain of 4.5 yards. Number 27, Logan Warzeka, in on that tackle. Warzeka has been busy in the defensive backfield for the Tigers at his middle linebacker spot. Trackers has Warzeka at 14 tackles so far in this game. Toss to number 32, gets the right side. There is a flag on the play in the backfield. Number 32 for the Knights is Evan Whitney. Takes the ball around the right side for a good gain on the toss. But by the reaction of the Knights, they'll be backed up. Head referee singles holding charged against the O'Gorman Knights. A 10-yard spot penalty will bring the ball all the way back into the Knights side of the field, just shy of the 45-yard line. Because the penalty happened deep in the backfield, it will be more than a 10-yard penalty. The Knights will have the ball 1st and 28. Whitney goes deep, trying to get it all back in one play, and he hits on the deep pass once again. In coverage for the Tigers, number 26, Voss.
You got it. Yeah. Before you got the touchdown, you got it.
Can't see the number of the player, but it looked like Canyon Bauer for the Knights once again getting deep past the secondary of Harrisburg. So the Knights on 1st down and 28 are able to hit a very deep pass and are now 1st and goal at their own 7-yard line. Ball is handed off to Whitney up the middle. Swarmed under by the middle of the Tiger defense and will have a very short gain. So the Knights giving Legacy a break in the backfield here, now going with number 32, Evan Whitney. Wittry, short gain on that play, brings up 2nd down and 6. Wittry once again in the backfield with Struck. Toss to number 32, Struck inside the block. And is fumbled down by the goal line. And it looks like the Tigers have recovered the football in the end zone. The signal is a touchback, so yes, the Tigers did recover a fumble by the O'Gorman Knights in the end zone. Fumble by number 32, Wittry. I did not see who recovered it for the Tigers, but they were in the end zone at the recovery. So the Tigers are able to take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line and avoid the Knights going up big. Tigers will have 2 minutes and 52 seconds to drive 80 yards. Headley steps up and throws deep down the sideline. The ball is incomplete. Double covered on that play was number 30, Jack Anderson. A play that has worked well for the Tigers twice tonight with Anderson coming out of the backfield. This time the O'Gorman Knights were prepared and had Anderson bracketed. Headley keeps the ball up the middle. Six yards on the gain for Headley brings up 3rd down and a long 4. Tigers will go in the huddle for this play. Tigers come out in their heavy set. Ball looks as though it was fumbled on the snap. And Headley has to fall on the ball as there was an exchange problem between him and center, number 55, McCoy Iverson. This brings up 4th and 4 for the Tigers. Ball sits on their own 26-yard line. And right before the snap, the O'Gorman Knights call timeout so defensive coordinator Shannon Poppinga can talk to his troops about what he thinks the Tigers are going to try to run. Also, we'll give Coach Brandon White time with the Tigers on his sideline to come up with the play on 4th down and 4. So once again, a good game between these two teams. Next week, O'Gorman will face the number 1 ranked AAA team in Sioux Falls, Washington, here at Howard Wood at a 3:30 game. Next week for the Tigers will be the longest road trip of the year. The Tigers will be headed to Douglas to face the Patriots. That will be a 7 p.m. Central start for the Tigers. So we're back to live action here. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in this contest. The Tigers are 4th down and 4 from their 26-yard line. Headley rolls out right, is able to throw. The ball is caught just shy of the 40-yard line. Good catch and pass out there. Caught by number 2, Brooks Fuller. So Headley fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, and is able to find Brooks Fuller on the sideline. The Tigers quickly up to the line of scrimmage with slots right and left. Headley in the gun in the backfield, drops back. Going deep down the right sideline, ball is up. Little contact, but no call. So the ball falls incomplete, intended for number 20, Nick Shirato. So Headley goes for a big play on 1st down. That incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 38-yard line. Headley a quick pass this time, overthrown to the sideline. Again intended for number 20, Nick Shirato. The ball falls incomplete, bringing up 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Headley to take the snap. Headley's wrapped up and fumbles. Ball is recovered by the Tigers, so they will maintain possession. But significant loss on the play all the way back to their own 31-yard line. That will bring up 4th and 18 for the Tigers. If you remember the last time that the Tigers had O'Gorman backed up 4th and long, they were able to run the play action pass and hit the slot receiver, number 5, Riley Catton. See if the Tigers try something similar here with a play action pass. Although O'Gorman will probably be well coached to look and make sure that the Tigers do not reach that 2nd set of sticks. O'Gorman's breaking their huddle. Assistant coach Shannon Poppinga, the defensive coordinator, has his defense set and is ready for the Tigers. Again to set 4th down and 18 for the Tigers on their own 30-yard line. Coach Brandon White barking out his last instructions. The Tigers will bring trips receivers to the left. Headley takes the snap. A blitz up the middle, and the ball is overthrown, intended for number 46, Sam Lose. Headley under some pressure up the middle. Poppinga brought a safety blitz. Headley may have had to throw that ball just a few seconds before he wanted to get rid of it and overthrew Sam Lose. So the Knights will take over with 1:14 left in the game. Our scoreboard says that the Tigers have 2 timeouts left, but according to my statistics, the Tigers have taken 2 this half and would only have 1 timeout left to stop the clock. That's illegal. Once again, the O'Gorman Knights have to take a timeout. They broke the huddle with 12 players My understanding is that is supposed to be a penalty. I don't know if the timeout by head coach Jason Papiga negates the penalty, but O'Gorman broke the huddle and then one of their players ran to the sidelines. Nonetheless, O'Gorman does take a timeout with 1:14 left. Again, a reminder, Tiger fans, Harrisburg will be on the road this Friday taking on the Douglas Patriots. I misspoke earlier. That will be a 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so it will be 7 Central. 6 p.m. Mountain Time out in Douglas. If you are not going to take the long drive west, certainly join us here on our YouTube station where we will be streaming live.
That's all the way out there. Unless he get Amy to go up.
So as the clock winds down, now 45 seconds left in this contest, the O'Gorman Knights come up to the line of scrimmage. Hand the ball off to Whitry up the middle again. Whitry's out past the 20-yard line and gains a first down. 32 seconds left in this contest. The clock is wound. The Knights will have to snap the ball one more time. And it looks as though they are taking victory formation. And the Knights will take a knee. And that will mark the end of the 39th annual Bob Burns Dakota Bowl. Your final, the O'Gorman Knights with the victory, 35-26 over the Harrisburg Tigers. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.